The Bears front office is actively exploring a running back move before the deadline. And the short list just got real if you blink. You'll miss it, because this isn't rumor talk for clicks. This is about fixing a problem that's already costing wins. Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, the most straight-shooting corner of Bears YouTube. If you love honest ball talk, tap subscribe right now. Drop a like so more fans find this, and ride with us. Because tonight we're answering the question that's been hanging over. How is Hall since week 1? Is it time to trade for a tailback who can change downs, change tempo, and change this season? Here's the truth. Plain and simple for everybody 50 plus who's been around the block. Good teams don't give away good players. Bad teams sell what they can, and smart teams find value where there's noise. That's the map, and our reality is this: through 3 games, the Bears are sitting around 3.4 yards per carry, way under the 4.5 standard coaches talk about. And you can feel it on 2nd and 8, on 3rd and 5, when the drive should breathe and instead it gasps. Some of that is blocking, some of that is reads, some of that is execution, but all of it lands on the same scoreboard. And if you want Caleb in rhythm and this offense to stay on schedule, you need more bite out of the backfield right now. So who's on the board if Chicago picks up the phone? Keep it to the names that actually make sense when you match contracts, depth charts, and the seller's mood. Breece Hall is the Jets slide and decide to get assets before the whole thing sours. I know he splashed in week 1, then cooled off. But Hall is young legs with bursts, and a true outside zone cut price won't be cheap. But if New York tilts towards selling, you at least make the call. Alvin Kamara if the Saints wobble and the player rethinks of Podgy. Lifetime finish in New Orleans, he's still a chain mover and a screen killer. Gives you that third down calm Caleb could live off. But this is complicated money and locker room gravity, not a quick grab. Ramondre Stevenson is a classic between the tackles hammer with soft hands. Some ball security hiccups, but a style Chicago fans recognize from the old days. Move the pile. Keep the clock. Make the fourth quarter your friend. Tyler Allgeier is the clean buy low if Atlanta fades, because he's a sturdy north-south runner, good in the red zone. And the Falcons already married themselves to Bijan. This is the clear lanes. Don't overpay. Type we've seen Ryan Poles chase in other rooms. And then there's the odd man out type, like Sean Tucker, not as explosive as the others, but built to run through contact and give you tone on early downs without burning a premium pick. The for you type just call Miami. Understand Devon. A Kane is a Ferrari in a garage that still plans to win races. Contenders keep their Ferraris. So yeah, we can dream on speed, but market reality matters. This is why I keep coming back to Hall, Kamara, Stevenson, Allgeier as the serious tier, each one tied to a different price, timeline, and fit. Now, I hear you. What about fixing the line first? You're right that run blocking has been up and down. We've seen lanes one series and mud the next. But football is also about stress points. Add a back who punishes arm tackles and suddenly safeties creep. Boxes tighten. And those slants to DJ Moore and play-action shots to the seam come back to life. The whole plan gets lighter when 2nd and 7 becomes 2nd and 3. That's not theory. That's math any coach respects on Monday when they grade the film. Here's the part that matters for the calendar. You don't move a future premium pick for a short rental unless that player tilts the field and the locker room believes it. This team just got right with a statement win. The players-only defensive meeting lit a fire. Leaders like Jaquan Brisker drew a line. And the whole building looked different on Tuesday, not cocky, just connected. You respect that vibe, and you add to it. You don't blow it up by chasing a brand name for the headline. So, where does that leave our room? D'Andre Swift has left yards out there, but you can also see the flashes when he hits the crease. Kyle Manningham shows the contact balance, and that forward fall coaches love. Roshan Johnson's role has dipped into special teams, but that's a pro who does his job. The room is fine, not great. What we're talking about is taking fine and making it forceful. Because a tough 4 yards on first down makes Ben Johnson's play sheet twice as big on second. That's why you flirt with a trade. Quick pulse check on the defense and the deadline chatter. I do not expect a Montez Sweat move, period. He hasn't hit the contract number yet, but the pass rush is thin as is. And if you ship him out, you're telling the room you've quit on the year, which isn't happening at 1-1 after you punch Dallas in the mouth. Better path is let him stack a good week on top of a decent one, and let the pressure packages grow as the secondary gets healthy. Speaking of the secondary, stop me if you've heard this. We're week to week on hamstrings and groins, and we'll see Wednesday, which is the most football sentence ever. My gut says Kyler Gordon after the bye. You cross your fingers for clean practice reports, and you ask the front four to buy your DB's time. If the corner market cracks open in October and Asante Samuel Jr. gets medical clearance, you at least scan the price tag. Same with steady vets like a Gilmore type if the number is sane. But again, you don't rob Peter to pay Paul if the offense is the unit that's suffocating first. And to the folks asking about missing out on Clowney or Zadarius Smith, look, coaches kick the tires on everyone, then they trust their room. Sometimes you pass on sacks to protect your culture, and I respect that call even if the box score the next Sunday makes you grumble. There's a reason this staff keeps saying, "Earn it," out loud. Now back to the engine that drives wins, points. If you want a number for Raiders Week that proves Dallas wasn't a one-off, I'll give you a simple bar score 24+ on the road, and I like our chances. I'm an eye test guy like most of you older fans, so I want to see sequencing that makes sense. Caleb snapping the ball with answers, first downs in bunches, and fewer and longs that turn every drive into a Hail Mary screenplay. When it looks right, you know it, and 24-27 usually means it looked right most of the day. Let me hit the trade math one more time, because this is where it gets real. If the Bears are in the mix at the deadline, you consider flipping a mid-rounder for a back with two traits we flat-out need: contact balance and vision. Plus some pass pro you can trust on third down so your rookie QB isn't hot every other snap. That's why Stevenson and Allgeier make practical sense, and why Hall or Kamara need real seller motivation to fit the puzzle. A deal only works if it lifts Caleb and lowers his risk while protecting the locker room's belief that this season means something. I'll say it plain. My vote, if the price is right, is yes, go at a runner who turns 3 into 5 and 5 into 8, who makes linebackers hesitate and brings back the ugly yards this city loves. I don't want a fantasy star. I want a closer on cold Sundays. And I want that move to tell the room, we see you, we're with you. If the price creeps into crazy, walk away and feed Swift more gap looks. Sprinkle in Manungai's legs. Get Rosh in a package he can own. And let the line build a rhythm. There's more meat on that bone if we stop shooting ourselves in the foot on first down. One last thing before I hand the mic to you. Bears News Fan Report is built on conversation, not lectures. If you're rolling with us, hit subscribe, turn on the bell, and drop your take below. Do you pull the trigger on a back? And if so, which one and for what pick? Do you stand pat and bet on this room settling in? Do you split the difference and chase a rotational corner if the price is softer there? I'll be in the comments tonight and first thing in the morning hitting replies, because this fan base knows ball and I want to hear your blueprint. My final word, as if I were sitting next to you at the bar, the Dallas win felt like a season saver. Not because of the scoreboard, but because of the way we punch back after that players only talk on defense. Keep stacking that identity. Add one piece that punishes light boxes, and let a young quarterback breed do that. And the second half of this season gets loud in a hurry. Your move, Chicago, let me know which back you wear on a hoodie if we made it happen tomorrow.